Good afternoon. This is Josie Moore of Virginia Farm Bureau's Grain Division, and I'm bringing to you the Merchandiser Minute for Friday, February 7th, 2020. The market saw little movement this week, with soybeans closing at $8.82, which is up 12 cents from the Monday open. Corn was slightly more steady this week, closing at $3.83, up 3 cents from Monday's open. Wheat also seeing some upward mobility, closing at $5.58, up 7 cents from Monday's open. Economists continue to push the narrative of remarkably strong domestic basis and possibilities of them maintaining this strength through the normal high of the June and July delivery period, which we still aren't sure how that will develop, but we want to keep an eye on that. On to some news for the week. The narrative internationally focused around the spread of viruses. As of this morning, the death toll in China has reached 638, with close to 32,000 individuals being infected by the novel coronavirus. The U.S. has worked to evacuate U.S. citizens from the affected area, and the World Health Organization discourages travel after declaring an international emergency. 23 countries have been affected by this virus, and we want to continue to look at that on the news just because it has really put a damper on markets and to see how that affects the Phase 1 deal kicking in next week. Concerns have continued to grow around the virus also because Dr. Lee, the doctor who pushed the narrative and blew the whistle on this epidemic in China, who he was present for the SARS outbreak there too. He passed away today after treating victims. He was the first healthcare professional to be diagnosed with it, and he did sadly pass. African swine fever was also back in the news, with Greece confirming its first case. The German state of Brandenburg erected an electric fence to keep wild boars that were infected with ASF from crossing the border. The culling of so many pigs to prevent an outbreak could have really long-term effects on the market. So we want to continue to watch that. But Ukraine's grain exports are up 30% after a record crop in 2019. We're also seeing Brazil start to export rise as their February 2020 crop surpasses their 2019 crop. Brazilian farmers are about 9% harvested, which is in line with their 5-year average, but behind last year's 19% at this point. China did release a statement this week that they intend to cut in half the tariffs they levied against us last year. And we also see some growth opportunities with Brexit quickly approaching and Britain looking to secure new free trade agreements, including one with us. A farm cow in Switzerland was found to have a case of mad cow disease, which is concerning since it was the first confirmed case since 2012. We will see the Phase 1 trade deal with China buying supposed to kick in at the end of next week, but that also marks the period when they traditionally start buying beans from Brazil. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see where exports are going. As weather goes, a midweek system has moved across the U.S. with rain and snow being seen by lots of the country. Australia also saw a great downpour on their east coast. It was the largest in 20 years, so we're very grateful for that for them. It was a relief for farmers there. The last tranche of market facilitation was supposed to head out at the end of this week, so keep an eye on that, especially if you are expecting a payment. Be in touch with your FSA agents. Next week, we have the February crop supply and demand from the USDA coming out on the 11th at 12 p.m., estimating the 2019-2020 ending stocks for wheat, corn, and soybeans. We are encouraging producers to look at their break-even and to take advantage of strong basis in the market. Thanks. This is Josie at Virginia Farm Bureau's Grain Division, and we look forward to hearing from you.